Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Jackson and my debut novel is called Pineapple Street, named after my address here in Brooklyn Heights. Known as America's first suburb, this neighborhood is a leafy, quiet, unusually beautiful section of brownstone Brooklyn. It's a funny part of the city because in some ways it's incredibly low-key. No big trucks rumbling by, no burger joints or dance clubs or bars with lines down the block. Instead, it's a family neighborhood. Coffee shops and French bakeries, ice cream parlors and playgrounds. But funnily enough, over recent years, Brooklyn Heights has become a sort of secret hideaway for New York's richest hedge funders and Hollywood stars. When the city shut down for COVID, I found myself going for long walks all through the streets of Brooklyn Heights, past the house from the movie Moonstruck, which Amy Schumer just bought for $12 million, past the house at 70 Willow, where Truman Capote wrote In Cold Blood, a house the creator of Grand Theft Auto bought in a record-breaking sale, past the Standish, where Matt Damon lives. Nestled into these quiet streets, there are NBA stars and top chefs, and every Friday and Saturday night, the air fills with the thrum of helicopters as the richest people fly off the helipad to the East River to their homes in the Hamptons. On my walks, I became fascinated with an apartment next door where through the window I could spy a chandelier, oil paintings in gilded frames, and a grand piano. Who lived in this Pineapple Street palace? Right around then, I read an article in the New York Times by a journalist named Zoe Beery called "The Rich Kids Who Want to Tear Down Capitalism," about millennial heirs who feel that generational wealth is morally wrong and who want to give away their inheritance. God, I thought, what would it be like to have a child who felt ashamed of your family's money? But also, what would it feel like to be a rich kid right now when all your friends are vocally anti-capitalist? I myself was born in 1979. I'm what I like to call a geriatric millennial, and I'm embarrassed to say that we grew up with a pretty simple relationship to money. We thought it was awesome and we wanted it. But those born on the other side of my generation, those closer to Generation Z, they watched Occupy Wall Street, they voted for Bernie, and they have a much more complicated set of emotions surrounding inherited wealth. These ideas swirled around in my brain, and suddenly I saw the story that would become my novel Pineapple Street. 3 women, all with different feelings about money, all tied to the same great fortune, the same limestone mansion on Pineapple Street. Here we have Darlie, the eldest child in the Stockton family, born into money, but after marrying a successful Korean-American investment banker, she's refused to have him sign a prenup and she's locked herself out of her inheritance. Next, we have Sasha, a middle-class girl from New England who's married into the family and moved into this gorgeous limestone on Pineapple, but she feels shunned by her rich sisters-in-law. And last, we have Georgiana, the baby of the family and the Gen Z conscience of the book. She's grown up rich and lucky and spoiled, but when she makes a terrible mistake, she decides that the only way she can fix it is to give away the family fortune. As I wrote, I thought about the TV show Succession, but from a female perspective. I thought about Crazy Rich Asians, but with moth-bitten sweaters. I thought about Edith Wharton with more tennis and tequila, and I thought about that hilarious moment in popular culture when Taylor Swift dated a member of the Kennedy clan and scandalized the whole family. I went deep down a research rabbit hole for this novel, the hidden underground passageways that connected the Jehovah's Witness buildings throughout the neighborhood, Bjork's Henry Street apartment with hot pink walls, her black yacht moored on the East River, the private clubs of New York, Connecticut, and Florida, aviation investment banking, trusts and estate laws. This whole juicy Brooklyn Heights world revealed itself to me, and I poured it all into Pineapple Street. All into the story of these 3 sisters, their marriages, their mothers-in-law, their histories and their heartbreaks. And I hope you have as much fun reading it as I had writing Pineapple Street. Thank you.